it's me, Taya from Ukraine, and welcome to my channel again. I would like to share the cost of living in big cities such as Kiev. Since I live here, I can tell you more information about this city. And today the site that is going to help me with it is called Numbeo. I hope I pronounce it correctly. This is not a sponsorship, this is just me sharing with you useful information. It gives you prices, all cities, all countries. There are a lot of people with different jobs, different wishes and different lifestyle. Because when people tell me, Taya, how much will it cost for me to live in Kiev, I always say that's personal. You're writing me the first time and I don't know what's your expectations. Maybe you are someone who got used to eat outside all the time and lazy to cook, or maybe you are someone who does not spend a lot of money and want to have a budget lifestyle. In any way, I will talk about average. It means there are always a little bit lower price, and of course higher, it's always unlimited. First one, let's imagine there is a person and he or she works, adult person, and want to live in Kiev. The average salary of the average work, it can be office job or just at the supermarket, can vary from 500 to 600 US dollars per month. Average rent in the city center, it's around 600. That really depends on the type of the repairing, the size of the flat. So I can tell you that if you want a really fancy new flat, it will cost you even more because it's the city center. However, if you don't really mind of the repair and you just need the location, then it will cost around this. But you are the average person, you don't really need to live in the city center and you will live in the nice district. Doesn't mean like a suburbs where gopniks are going, you know. So it will cost you around 350 US dollars per month. Since Ukraine has a very bad economical situation right now, I assume that you were surprised that you have to give most of your salary to just flat, and how it's possible. Well, a lot of people don't do like this because it is then impossible to survive. People just rent a room or just live with parents. The bills. The bills like electricity, water, internet and TV also arise from the season. In summertime you don't have to heat your house. It can be around 40 US per flat if the flat, let's say, is 2 bedrooms. 2 bedrooms, it means 1 bedroom and 1 living room, for example. TV and the internet, I pay around $12 per month. It's 200 megabyte of internet speed, and I have 2 TVs in my flat. And in winter the bills can cost up to 60-70 US per month with the heating. Now let's go to the supermarket and products. I have 3 videos parts about that, about all prices, whatever you can be interested in, that is alcohol, fruit, clothes, maybe some pastry, you can watch here. There should be some kind of sign for you, or you can find it in the description of the video. So that is very hard to say the average shop list. Everyone eats very different food. Let's say the person eats onion, carrot, potato, some rice, some buckwheat, fruit like apple and bananas, some dairy products like milk, sour cream, and I will say that fruit and vegetables prices vary again from the season, which is in summer seasonal fruit like berries, strawberries or watermelon, they will be affordable, but in winter they will not be affordable. They will cost like exotic fruit from Thailand, and usually people do not buy those kind of berries that we eat in summer. In average, let's say average, you spend around $15 per week per person for yourself, so that will be $60 per month. Now let's go to a restaurant. Of course you have to go out, you can't just work and be home all the time. I also made another episode of restaurants. Let's consider you're going to the chain restaurant. Chain restaurant here is a middle class restaurant. I will call few names. I think you will be familiar with them. For example, Евразия, this is Japanese food, Ukrainian Japanese food. Rucola, Italian food. And in those kind of restaurant you can be for $8-10 full with 2 courses and 1 drink. If you are a coffee lover, there are a lot of kiosks that can make you a great coffee or even tea and other cocktails, non-alcoholic. And let's say cappuccino, the middle or small cup will cost you around $1.30. The transportation, if you use public transport, let's say metro or marshrutka bus, right now subway cost 8 Ukrainian currency per 1 trip. That is endless trip, endless amount of time. However, prices might change. So if you come to Ukraine 1 year later, I think that prices will go higher, but usually it's like a few hryvnia. Imagine if you go to work and back to home, so 2 ways, and you travel, let's say 6 days per week. In months it will be around $16 per transportation and clothes. In Ukraine, as in any other country, we have lots of chain clothes shops like Zara, H&M, Marks and Spencer, and so on. However, I was in Europe and I do think the prices are really the same for clothes there and here. So one dress in one of those shops will cost around $40-50. If we are talking about men's shirt, it will cost you $20-30. Hope this video was useful for you. Let me know what kind of other videos you wanted me to make, and hope to see you in my next episode. Goodbye!